Hey guys, welcome to Dow Jones. I'm going to go over the setups that I see for Sunday open as well as Monday, October 6th. I have everything right in front of me. So the first thing we're looking at, and I want to just mention, 47,350-ish has been my target for months. You can look back in previous videos and find it. We got within 2.5 points of that and then sold for almost 30 plus points now. One of the biggest sells we've had in a long time. So that just tells you that we were right in assuming that target. I got that target off of the bull flag size that we had in previous action. And I do have some new targets again that I mentioned in the last video that I need to cook up. But just talking about that, I do think that I am pretty accurate though. So I expect us to actually tag this and maybe push above and then sell again. But we'll get there when we get there. For now, let's still focus on what's in front of us. So I see a couple things here, and I see a really nice setup that if we can get it, should get up to at least this level here, if not more, as we are super bullish, as I've mentioned. So first thing I want to spot out is this clear low, and then there was an attempt to go under that low here and then break above it for a failed breakdown. That one did not work Friday afternoon. Honestly, it would have been something I was probably a little bit skeptical about, but also have taken. However, I was busy, so I actually shut down my computer after catching most of this and just not assuming I wanted to trade again. However, that actually makes sense as now they're set up another trap here, institutions I say, by making people assume that we were recovering this low, selling down, and now we're hovering right above this low. So the first setup that I wouldn't take though would be the failed breakdown of just this low, because the reason being there's another low right above it. We already have been in this area a little bit, and you can see this was a clear resistance and we sold down from this. So if we can recover this X line right here around 47.09, 47.9, 47.10, then I'll be much more okay with taking a long. So the first setup that I would take here is if we can recover this level right here and start pushing back upwards. Now, if we lose this level or even that goes through and then we start selling, the next setup I see is the direct back test of this level here. You can see we almost tagged it, then sold down. We did tag it, then push back down, and then push through that on Friday morning. So I see this as the first level of interest to potentially buy points. I'd probably want a dip in recovery, maybe tagging one or two of these levels below before going back up and potentially recovering this minor level actually for the long to back test this zone. Now from there, if we sell a little more, there's a clear failed breakdown of these two lows. I would probably want to see them both get taken out and then at the minimum recover around this minor level, but maybe even this one right here, just because if we're starting to sell, we might see a little bit more downside around this low. That's the next setup I see, and that wraps up the first few setups below. Anything further would require patience, maybe a failed breakdown of here, but if we're selling that much, that's 50 points almost, and we haven't sold that much in a long time. So I'm going to just focus on what's in front of us, level to level, trade to trade. So again, there is a failed breakdown, classic failed breakdown setting up here, but because of this low here and all this congestion, I'd probably want to see all this clear first before taking any longs up here. Below, all the minor levels here offer some type of setup, whether it's a dip in recovery or a direct long or a failed breakdown of this low and this low. So let's see, DJ, ready for you on the open in another hour. Let's see what we get.